And this is the place where Benjamin became like an oarsman, and he basically became like an independent man. The ocean tides rise and fall an average of 1.7 meters, flooding the lagoon through a channel between the heads, which are two great sandstone cliffs. The lagoon is permanently open to the sea, with the volume of fresh water is relatively small. The lagoon is about 18 square kilometers and home to at least 200 species of fish. It's connected to the Indian Ocean through a channel through the heads, and the Nesna Lagoon is sheltered and protected by the heads as well. The Nesna Lagoon is one of the few places along the coast and in the world that supports an oyster hatchery. And the Nesna oysters are repeatedly among the tastiest in the world. The Nesna Heads are one of the most striking geological features along the entire southern African coastline. The heads guard the restless passage through which many trading vessels sailed to the wide ocean beyond, and many of these vessels had a hard time crossing the bar when the Nesna was a harbor. The Nesna Lagoon was a harbor. The head has become infamous due to the loss of boats and fishermen passing through their treacherous and unpredictable waters. And the waters by the heads are filled with large and different sized rocks, basically. There are two heads, and they're known as the eastern and western heads. And the eastern heads are the ones that is the one that has the lookout standing out. This is a picture of one of the heads, and you can see the little channel that it makes. This is the better view. You can see like the big rocks that appear in the water, and then you can kind of see the other head over there. It's much taller. And this shows you the channel it makes all the way to the lagoon. Well, I'll also be talking about the climate. The climate is very different than ours. Our summer is their winter, so it's kind of like flipped around. So from the end of August into September, it's their spring. October tends to be included as a month of spring, but October is a very unpredictable month for them. Sometimes it has the warmth of summer, but then they can randomly receive cold fronts, so it's a very indecisive kind of month. From November to March are the months of summer. They see midsummer daily temperatures of around 75 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And in April and May, the temperatures start to cool down, but the weather is still pleasant, making this their autumn. The months of June, July, and August mark their winter. Days may still be bright and warm, but it gets very cold in the evening when the cold fronts pull in. Winter is the time when it gets the most amount of rainfall, but throughout all the season, it rains quite a lot, which is why the area is really green. My other question was, my other question was basically, how do you think the Nesna Head, being in the area of the Nesna Head and Lagoon, affected Lucas's life, like how it changed his life?
I guess like symbolically, because there's the lookout on the east head or whatever, it's kind of like he's looking out on his life. Like that's where he saw like the man die, and like that's when he realized that like he's in love with like his sister, I guess. And so like his life just slowly changes.
I think it's the first place he feels at home. Like I think it's the first place even though he has no idea who he knows who he is more than anywhere else.
I basically said the same thing as well. I feel like it really changed his life because it changed the way he viewed life. you know, before when he was in the force, felt like he was trapped and was gonna like live the same routine. But then as soon as he got out,